Hey there, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Soups. I was gonna say hello, Soupsters. Is that does that work? Soups? Like,
Yeah,
what is
we
the
got to think
brand?
of a funny name for our viewers. Yeah, soupsters. Yeah, I could live with that. Soupsters.
You know, you know,
Ingredients. I don't know.
yeah, so I always thought that it was pretty clever that and a band that I'm not really was ever into the Killers. Like they
Hmm.
called their like following or the fans like the victims or
Oh,
something like
that's
that.
cool.
Like
Yeah.
I thought that was like actually pretty neat. Hey, listen, chat. I mean, like we're definitely taking suggestions. You follow the soup. What do you guys want to be called?
I think the ingredients could work because we are like the chefs,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
cooking the soup, and they are the ingredients. They actually drive the conversation a lot of the time. So
What's
I
up,
don't know.
ingredients? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, anyway, I'm Bobby Legs, and I am one of your co-hosts here this evening for Watch Soup. I'm joined by my other co-host, Clayton from the Watchdog podcast. Clayton, how are you? What do you got on wrist? Tell me about like your weekend. I know you had a big eventful weekend, and since we didn't get together last week, we both needed the night off last week, so I think we got some catching up to do. Take it
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, sorry about last week. We had some
Yeah,
work done on the house, and they were here on Tuesday night. They were here till like 9 o'clock. These guys are working hard. They have a lot of jobs, so I think they're just trying to knock them out when they can. And
yeah.
then they were here on Wednesday pretty late too. So I was just a little afraid, like we're gonna get interrupted by banging and hammering and all that stuff. So yeah, week off, but doing well. Real quick, wearing the Nomos
Oh,
Neomatic
so
World
good.
Timer. Put out a fun summery orange strap. I think it kind of
So
works. I
good.
like it. I like
Yeah.
it. Yes, so went to your homeland, New
Yeah.
Jersey, for SummerSlam, WWE SummerSlam. It was a two-night event at MetLife Stadium, right on the border there. East Rutherford, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
East Rutherford. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. It was really cool. So we left at 10 o'clock Saturday morning from Rhode Island. Usually takes about three and a half hours to get there. It was terrible. Traffic was just
Oh.
awful. And we didn't really know why. It was a parking lot. We literally got there at like 5 o'clock. We stayed at this really kind of shady Super 8, pretty close by.
What's that?
And
What town was it in? Do you remember the town?
I'd start with a C. It was
Uh,
literally you could walk 5-10 minutes
Karlstad?
from the yes, Carlstad.
Yeah.
Oh man, this place. And it was five of us in a hotel room too. Me, my buddy Mario and his son, and then his cousin and his daughter. And this
Yeah.
poor girl, I mean,
Oh
four
man.
stinky farty. She's
Oh,
11. She doesn't have brothers,
you
so
guys are farting all
poor
night
kid,
too.
poor kid.
Oh
But
man.
the whole weekend. But yeah, so real shady. Uh, the yeah, we went to plug something in the bathroom, and the whole outlet fell out of the wall. It was like
That's
really,
not right.
really rough. Yeah, but anyway, SummerSlam was amazing. Kind of two big swerves both nights, Saturday and Sunday night. Like 113,000 people over both nights. I think
Wow.
WWE announced, and then we went to the mall next door, the American Dream Mall. If you ever have a chance to get to that mall, it's crazy. There's a ski hill. There's two water parks. There's mini golf. I mean, you could take your little kids on a vacation there. It'd be fun. And there's watch stores for the grown-ups. So
Amazing. Amazing. Yeah. I mean, it's funny because I was on Facebook over the weekend and like five different sets of friends that I've had who don't know each other were at the summer. I had a friend from
yeah.
like growing up, a friend from high school, a friend from like college, you, and somebody else, and it was just like, wow, this was like I had no idea, right? That
Yeah.
this was happening until it started happening, and I'm like, holy cow, this is pretty crazy. We had a big weekend too. We took the kids to the Met game,
Oh, fun.
City Field. My wife is a huge Mets fan, and my kids have become Met fan. And me, as an Oriole fan, I'll root for the Mets. I mean, like they're my National League team. So be it. Whatever. And the kids got to run the bases at the end of the game,
Oh,
right? They had,
fun. So
yeah, yeah.
cool.
So very cool. It was a 1 o'clock game, a 1:40 game. We got home. By the time we got home, it was like 8 o'clock. But because it takes about 2 hours each way, which stinks. But it was a fun time, a good time, and the weather cooperated. No complaints. Hey, so you have your nomos. Okay, you did that.
Yep.
Check. I'll do my check. A couple weeks ago, I don't know if you remember, we were talking somehow Formex got into the conversation,
Yes.
and we mentioned. our friend Wolfgang and Dib have a special Formex. So Wolfgang sent me the Formex. Uh,
Oh, cool.
this is the Dibbing Kaiser. This is the design that Dib did. It's kind of hard to tell the lighting over here, but it's like marbled. It's like that Eisenkaiser,
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, that's really neat.
and
Cool.
it's a really thin timepiece and it's pleasant to wear. And it's a special AWS Atlantic Watch Society watch. Very very cool timepiece, and yeah, it's great. It's
Neat.
uh, hey, so let's catch up with the chat, the ingredients, and,
We can work on that.
then we'll go on with the soup. Hey, there's Bill. What's up, Bill? Good to see you. Mr. Time Hill is here. Hey, Maison. Good evening, soup fans. Soup fans. Ingredients. I'm going to give the edge to ingredients on this
We're
one. He's
open to
wearing.
changing it. Yeah,
We're
we're
open to
open. Yeah,
change.
suggestions.
Uh, maybe we'll make T-shirts. Maybe we'll do that with. I don't know.
I
Moser
have somebody
Heritage.
making me t-shirts for my dog running business now. We're doing like a trade. She does t-shirts and then I take her dog. So I
Oh,
think she's
nice.
open to making other. If we want to make Watch Soup t-shirts, I bet she'd make them.
Excellent, excellent. Hey, Robert Woods is here. Good to see you, buddy. Scott Turlow is here wearing his show part 1860 tonight. Very
Nice.
nice. Rick, what's up, Rick? Good to
Hey,
see
Rick.
you. Mr. Wilson also here. Rick is wearing his Mad 2 today. I could
Oh,
see
cool.
you. Have you ever owned one of these Mad series watches? I
No,
could
I
see
have
you
not.
doing that, owning one
Yeah,
of
you
those.
know what? I don't know why. And I tried the Mad One. My friend John here has one, and I was afraid it'd be a little thick. It's not too bad. They
Yeah,
actually wear pretty cool.
yeah.
But yeah, you know what? I've
It's
never.
a
And the
Clayton
last,
watch.
yeah, you'd think. The last two, I was a little too afraid I would. I'm more interested in just winning the drawing or the lottery than actually owning the watch. I just want to say I
Yeah,
won something.
yeah,
So I was a little afraid that I would win because I've also entered a few times and never won. So I think
yeah,
your odds are better once you do that too.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Um, Miss Time Hill is wearing the Irwin Jurgensen this
Oh,
evening.
cool.
Soup Slurpers. The Slurpers.
The Slurpers. Yeah.
And
I
they're
do slurp my soup.
yeah, UWC maybe with the slight lead on the nicknames today. Wayben is wearing his artillery
Slurpers.
red, very nice. Caliber is here. But do they sell soup in the mall, Clayton?
Oh, I mean, probably. I did not see a dedicated soup store, but they have like a dedicated Dubai chocolate store. Are you aware of the Dubai chocolate craze?
No,
I
no.
don't exactly know what's in them, but it's like filled with pistachio. It's a
Oh,
trend. My wife is in love with these Dubai chocolates. So they had a whole store dedicated to Dubai chocolate. I bought a couple chocolate bars for her.
so it's like uh, chocolate covered pistachios?
No, Google it.
Oh,
Google it
okay, okay,
sometime. I can't even tell you exactly what they are,
okay,
but they're pretty good. And yeah, they had a whole store dedicated to it.
okay.
So probably have a soup store.
Fair enough. Hey, I have that Formex Essence. It's set for in a gold mirror at that. Oh, very nice, nice.
That has a suspension too, right?
Yeah, yeah, it has a suspension on here. It's got an SW200. Not my favorite movement in the world, but it's fine. It's fine. I mean, it's chronometer certified. I mean, like Formex makes a good watch. They do.
Yeah.
You know,
How many of
um,
those were made of that specific one?
I think only 200. I want to
Oh,
say.
cool.
I could be wrong. Or maybe no, 48 out of 50. No, 50,
Oh,
50.
only 50.
I
Yeah.
well, I think what it was, and I could be wrong, and I don't think dibs on the chat. But there was 50 made specifically for AWS, and maybe 50 more made with the dot. I don't know. There might have been a total of 100. I could be totally wrong. I could be totally
Okay.
wrong. Um, Wayben says that his is accurate for 1 to 2 seconds a day. Is
Cool.
Formex, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you buy chocolate soup? Not sure that works. Uh, Good one.
The
Okay.
Dubai, what's he say? The Dubai chocolate shake, Shake Shack
Shake Shack
shake.
Shake was
Good.
so when I was at City Field, we we went to Shake Shack,
Yeah.
and so like my wife is vegetarian, and so she wanted the mushroom burger, and the guy working behind the counter, I mean, it was busy, and 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 I and we told him we wanted a mushroom burger and a regular burger. And he came back, and we realized that he gave us two regular burgers.
Oh.
So I basically just ate. I ate the like, we didn't bring it back. I was like, I'll just eat it. You know.
That's
Um,
awesome.
I think Dubai chocolate has some kind of pistachio cream
Yeah,
inside,
that's what it
or
is.
something like
Something
that.
like
I've
that.
never
Yeah.
tried it. Okay. IHOP has Dubai chocolate pancakes.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's like the latest. It's very trendy
How,
right now.
how am
Yeah.
I? How I don't know that SummerSlam's going on. Not that I'm a big wrestling, but it was in New Jersey. I don't know that's going on, and I don't know anything about this Dubai chocolate pancakes, man. I am. You know what happens is when you have kids my age, like you lose touch on a lot of things.
But I think you actually stay in touch with like music and things just by
I
osmosis, by hearing
Yeah,
it and they're
yeah,
playing it. So
yeah. I guess I do, but
my sister and wife will like, you know, this person, right? Like, never heard of them, no clue who this is. But yeah, I think if you have kids, you're kind of cool in that way. So it like
yeah,
there's
yeah.
trade offs, I think.
Yeah, there is shit. Like
Yeah.
sus. I mean, like all the language, like,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh
see
yeah.
your sus dad.
Sus. Yeah.
Yeah, all right, whatever. Hey, let's get started.
All right.
And here's a newer channel that we've never
Yeah.
showcased before. It's Jags Watches, buying one watch from every major brand. My top picks. Now, do you want me to do the images of the watches now as you're doing the video? I
I
guess, right?
think so. I figured
Okay.
we'd just go watch by watch and then
Okay.
yeah. And so this is a new channel to me as well. I was getting fed this channel through the algorithm quite a bit. And finally I just like broke down and subscribed. Seems like a nice guy. I don't agree with all of his takes, but it seems like it's only had his channel for about 6 months. Seems like he's doing pretty well.
Hmm.
So I don't know how he got the algorithm to feed me every single one of his videos every single day, but somehow it happened and it worked. He's on the soup. So good job, Jag. I don't know if his name's Jag even. Is his name Jag? I think it is.
I have no idea.
So I thought this was got to be fun. Just basically picking one watch from each major brand, our favorite watch from each
Mm,
brand.
hmm.
Figuratively, of course, if you had this kind of collection with one watch from each of these brands, it'd be a lot of money. And I
Yeah.
think some people probably do, but yeah, so figuratively. And he just kind of digs right in, starts with Longines. He only started to appreciate them in the last few years. They're a great entry level luxury brand. He's a big Henry Cavill fan. So actually, that uh, kind of sponsorship deal where he's a brand ambassador got
Mm,
him into the brand, which is kind of neat. First instance I've probably ever heard of a celebrity brand ambassador actually getting someone into the brand. Hey, it
right.
worked. um, so yeah, he picked the Zulu
Mm,
Diver, the 39 millimeter version in green. I went to Watches of Switzerland at that American Dream Mall this past weekend and got to see this watch. Well, it's so nice, and the
yeah.
39 is a perfect size. We know Longines has long lugs, so I think even 7.25 inch wrist, 39 millimeters is going to work on you. It wears great. Yeah, he absolutely loves this. If you had to pick one Longines,
Mm.
Bobby, which one are you going for? If you could only
So,
pick one.
so just a little background too. I too have, like, the last couple of years, like, really started to appreciate Longines. I mean, I know they're legendary brand, long history. Um, this one would probably take the cake. Also, that Big Eye um chronograph.
Yeah.
I love that one too. So I would say, I this GMT, the Zulu time, I think is just their best offering. What about you?
Yeah, I'd go Big Eye petroleum
Mm,
dial, the
yeah,
blue
that's a
with
great watch, isn't it?
titanium.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
that would be my pick. That's my favorite. I've tried it on, wears well, fits me fine, and they come up at pretty good prices. I would buy
Mhm.
pre-owned, and if I was having a moment of weakness and had some money in the bank account, I would definitely buy that. GMTs I can mostly take them or leave them, but these are great watches, though. They look nice. And if you are on the hunt for a very nice GMT, I mean, you can't beat these. And I think you can
Oh
get
yeah.
good discounts. You can buy them on the secondary market for a bit less. So it's just a home run of a watch.
Yeah, I mean, you easily can just do a 3 or 4 watch Longines collection. Right
Oh
off the
yeah,
bat. I mean, like, you
yeah,
get the GMT right here. You get the petroleum Big Eye chronograph. You could throw in maybe that Conquest diver or
yep,
Hydro Conquest diver that they have, and then do like the flagship,
yep.
formal dress timepiece. Easy done, and
Oh yeah,
probably, and if you do pre-own, all under 10,000 bucks.
yep. You have an awesome collection. Varied too. All right, so let's go to Tudor next. He said he
Cool.
hasn't been too impressed with Tudor's recent offerings. There we go. The Black Bay line is legendary, but he's not going with it. He thought about the Ranger, but it has a few issues to fix before he would pick one.
Hmm.
Maybe he would like printed, indices, or I mean, applied indices instead of printed, things like that. But he went with the North Flag. He says the most unique watch Tudor has ever come up with. Either you love it or you hate it. It's
Hmm.
kind of an
Fair
acquired
enough.
taste, but it makes a great casual watch and it has an open case back. You don't see that a lot with Tudor. I believe we established that it was the first watch to have the Tudor in-house movement. So
Yeah.
yeah, just a great pick. I know I think a couple people that frequent the chat week to week have one and they're really cool. I had a client who had one and he showed it to me and really awesome integrated bracelet choice. What would your tutor be if you could only have one?
Yeah, man, I'm boring. It's the Black Bay 58. It's the original
Yeah.
Black Bay
Yeah.
58. I mean, I've owned that watch like twice over. I love that watch. I think if I ever was to get a Tudor again, that would probably be it, and perhaps maybe the Pelagos or
Hmm.
Pelagos.
I went with the I went pretty boring too. Pelagos FXD,
Yeah,
and I would
yeah,
just go
that's a
for
great
the
watch.
black one.
That's a
Yep.
yeah, that's a great watch.
I
Uh,
sold it, but that did not change how I feel about it. Most comfortable dive watch I've ever owned. And if I could only have one Tudor for the rest of my life. Uh,
yeah.
Speaking of Tudor, we have our couples watch coming tomorrow. The
Oh,
Lagoon Blue BB54. So
nice,
it was
nice.
actually supposed to be it was attempted today, but my wife stepped out for a couple hours and it was supposed to
Oh,
come
oh,
155 to 355 and Vincent was the driver and it came at 11:20. So like Vincent is just like skipping lunch and just
yeah,
trying to get these deliveries done cuz
yeah.
it came well before, which is very rare.
Very
Uh,
rare.
yeah,
Yeah,
so hopefully
I'm
we'll
always
have
like
it tomorrow for next
I
week.
always I always feel like I'm the last at the end of that time frame that they always give it. If it's like 155 to 355, it's always like at 354.
Yeah.
It's
And
it
today
always
was
feels
2 hours early.
right. Yeah, yeah.
Poor-
Robert saying the Conquest last gen and the Hydro Conquest GMT, and they are both fantastic. He's got both of
Mm,
them. Caliber is a North Flag fan, and so is so is James here. He loves his Tudor North Flag as well. Okay.
yeah. Trouble is, like, I don't know. Every single one I seem to find now is the condition's rough.
Hmm.
And yeah, I don't know. The one I saw that my client had, his was also very beat up. He's not really a watch guy. He had a couple, but I think he just wore it every day and they got really, I don't know,
It's a
got
great
really
watch.
scratched up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So hey,
Well,
so
that's the
glad you
thing. Like, I mean, it's been discontinued for a few years now.
yeah. So
It's going to get to a point, where finding like really good examples are going to be hard to come
yeah,
by. Maybe got a few years on the runway with that.
yeah.
But as somebody like myself who's interested in that kind of like the neo vintage um, Cartier of Frank Muller, Girard Perregaux from the 1990s to the early 2000s, you're getting to that point where finding a really good example is getting harder. It's getting harder.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. And I don't think anybody kind of just stuffed these in a safe either. They
Right.
wore them if they
They
bought them
wore them.
right. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep. All right, we go to Rolex. He said Submariner and GMT came to mind for him.
Hmm.
Also
Hmm.
the 1908. But when it comes to Rolex, he always goes back to the Explorer, the original,
Mm.
and that's his pick. He can wear it comfortably without worrying about being robbed. He lives in London, so I guess that's a concern there.
Yeah.
It's a true icon of the watch world, embodies the spirit of exploration, clean and easy to read, a perfect all rounder. That's his pick. How about you, Bobby? Rolex
My
one.
my favorite my favorite Rolex of all time still is the root beer. I just love
Yeah.
that rose goldish look to that GMT timepiece. That's my favorite. How about you, Clayton?
I would go baller, but with a little bit of a sense of humor. If I could have one ultimate Rolex, I would find a good example of a recently serviced full gold oyster quartz day date.
Nice.
There's some really fun ones out there. They still trade for almost 20K.
Yeah.
So you'd have to be sure that it was serviced and that it's running well. But man, I'm not a full gold like day date automatic like fifty
Yeah,
thousand dollar kind of guy, but that and
yeah,
if some
sweet.
like buddy came like nice watch and then I showed him it's a quartz and they might like turn their nose or something, I would live for that sort of reaction. So that's the kind of full gold watch I can kind of rock. Has a little bit of sense of humor, does not take itself seriously. So that's my jam.
Yeah, yeah, awesome.
Okay, we're going to Omega next. The No Time to Die. He
Mhm.
describes it as his Grail watch. He thinks it's the best version of the Seamaster, and he dares to say probably the best diver around today. What say you when it comes to Omega?
This is a great pick. It's hard not to go with this pick. I like. I think so. My favorites change with Omega. So right now, I think I would do like the White Dial Speedy. I think that's
Yeah,
like very very cool. But always in the back of my mind is the two tone Aqua Terra with the small seconds hand. Man, on the blue rubber strap, or the two tone Seamaster with the blue dial. There's just it's so hard for me to pick.
yeah,
How about you?
yep. Those are all good choices. Plo Prof.
Oh yeah,
And basic, I
great.
tried on
Yeah,
the summer blue Pro
yeah,
Prof at the American Dream Mall this weekend.
yeah.
It wears great, but I would probably go titanium, probably something on the shark mesh, probably
Sure.
like that gray dial with the hints of orange. That one's really cool. But yeah,
Nice.
the Pro Prof is awesome.
It
So yeah,
that's a
that would probably be that's really one of the only
watch.
Omegas I'm really drawn to enough to try to figure out how to buy.
Yeah.
All right, the Blanc Pan. So the 50 fathoms, the new 38 millimeter. He loves the strap. He's actually gotten to try it on and said the proportions are just perfect for him.
Mhm.
It's not too small. It's perfect. It's a legendary dive watch. Um, he loves the decoration on the movement as well. He hates the price. He just, as many of
Yeah.
us said, we did a video regarding this watch a
Mhm.
while back, and
Yeah.
that was one of the main complaints, right?
Yeah.
18 grand or whatever the heck this is.
Yeah.
He hates the price, but he thinks it just exudes class. So, how about one Blancpain for you?
Well, I'm gonna take my man Maison's word for it. I'd go with the Blanc Pond, the original, the 45 millimeter.
Mm,
Um, there's not too many choices here. I'm not that crazy about the brand in
yep,
overall. But that's what I would go. How about you?
yeah. I would actually go a little different. The Bathyscaphe Desert Edition,
Mhm.
the brown dial. I don't even really like the Bathyscaphe that much because I think there's a lot of negative space, and I just don't really love it. But that
Yeah.
version, kind of the indices are a little different, a little unique, and I love the brown dial. I think that one's the best. That's by far my favorite Blanc Pond. So if I wanted one, that's what I would go for.
Okay.
All right, we can glaze over Patek real quick. He went out
Yeah.
with Aquanaut. He doesn't really care which version it is. He loves the Aquanaut. Peak casual luxury in his mind with the rubber strap. He would probably go just with the date version, simplicity at its best. I had a hard time coming up with something for Patek. It's
Me
not really
too.
a brand I
Yeah.
pay that much attention to or really desire anything from.
Oh, I tell you what, I really like that new Calatrava that came out
Yeah,
with
that one.
the
That's true. Yep.
the bike in the
The pink,
season.
like the salmon dial
Mhm.
one with the yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think
that you
that's
convinced
what
me.
I would
That's
go.
mine too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Otherwise,
Uh,
it's a brand that, man, just doesn't really I don't know.
yeah, yeah. Other achievement watch collector, Omega. I'd go for the Peter Blake 2254
Oh,
profile
that's a
mode.
good one. That's a good one.
Cool. From Omega, I would like the Constellation Glowmaster, the annual calendar. Very nice. I like that watch as well.
Yep. Yep.
Um, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving along.
Okay. All right. This one's odd. The vintage bamboo logo dial in white gold for AP for our friend Jag here. Looks like a piece of jewelry. He's yet to see it in person, but he loves its vintage styling. It's super blingy, and he doesn't know if it would fit him, but he thinks that might make it a little more interesting if it's kind of small. But he sees a lot of men rock this watch, and he would love to try it on. I'm not sure about this one. Not my favorite, but what would you go with for Audemars Piguet?
You know, I really have zero interest in I mean, okay, sure, Royal Oak.
Yeah,
I mean, just I'm just to say something. Yeah.
I would
So,
actually go for that remaster that we talked about a few weeks ago, like that
oh,
brutalist kind of rectangular
yeah,
watch.
yeah, 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 yeah.
That interests me. The Royal Oak's interesting to me too. I think overall I respect Patek more than AP, but
Yeah.
I'm more drawn to a couple AP models than I am Patek. I don't know. Patek doesn't do much for me, but
Gotcha.
yeah, those are nice. Um, I keep locking out of
Sometimes.
my phone here. Tag. Oh yeah, what did he?
Yes.
Oh yeah, the Star Wheel's cool too. The Star Wheel's very cool. He went for the purple glass box Carrera.
Mm,
Never thought he would pick a purple watch in a million years, but he loves the color. He thinks this is an underappreciated model
it's a good
line.
model.
I agree. Yep. I think this purple one. So Keith and I did an episode of the podcast last week, and we were talking about brands we haven't owned yet, but really want to. And I picked Tag.
Yeah.
I've never owned a Tag, and the glass box is obviously my pick. So I don't know. I have not seen this purple version yet in
Yeah.
person, but
Yeah.
man, I don't know. I love that purple. I think it looks awesome.
I'd go. Yeah, I think it looks great. And I like the glass box. I'd go Monaco.
Would
See
you?
the Queen.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
absolutely.
Yep. Yep. I don't love how they fit, so I would probably go for either this or the Skipper or that
Yeah,
reverse panda with
Skipper's nice
the
too.
date at 12. I
Yep.
like that one. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Vacheron, the 222 is his pick. This and the Ingenieur from IWC are his favorite integrated bracelet watches. Um, The 222 just edges it a little bit. He thinks
Yeah.
it's beautiful, clean lines. He loves the look of the case design. I mean, this is my pick too. I mean,
Yeah. I
yep.
know I should probably pick some other Vacherons, but I love the 222.
Yeah.
I do.
I would get it in
Yeah.
gold over the stainless steel, but
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Thomas 1921 is awesome.
Oh, that's awesome too.
The
I saw
driving.
one at the mall this
Yeah.
weekend. They had one
Yeah.
there. Oh, it's so good.
It is so good. It is
Yeah.
so good, right? But I don't know. There's something about the 222, especially that in gold.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
you know what I
Gold is
mean?
just
Like, I
yeah.
just want to wear like a cashmere, very light cashmere V-neck sweater,
Yeah.
long sleeves with that, and like some like white pants, and and just like hold my sandals as I walk on the beach
Oh
of
god,
Monaco.
yes.
You know,
Yes.
yeah, like,
You
oh
just
dang, I'm
described
late.
my dream scenario.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Just in time to see the Carrera. Yeah, Joe likes the Carrera. BC's overseas in steel blue, three-hander for Maison.
I mean, can't beat that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, the 222 in gold. I mean, we can all dream. That's
yeah,
like a fantasy, a true grail. If I
yeah,
ever was able to buy that, like I'm out. I'm out.
yeah,
See you
yeah,
later. Never see
yeah,
me again.
yeah,
Uh, so Cartier, yeah, there it is.
yeah, yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah.
Um, Cartier Santos 100, a watch I owned once. The Santos with the
So
leather
tough.
strap. That was the first one I ever bought. So it's the original pilot watch. We all know the
Mm,
story. Square case is still iconic. Works both for formal and casual, understated, and for the person who wants something slightly different than the normal range of Cartier watches. Yeah, you don't really see too many Santos 100 models. I think they've discontinued it, uh,
yeah,
so you can only buy
I
it
think you're right.
pre-owned. Yeah, I had a two-toned, the gold bezel. That was my first Santos. I used to not like Cartier at all. Then I tried that on, and I was like, wow, this. Why do I like this? I can't believe I like this, and I love the
Yeah,
brand now. So,
yeah.
I know my
So
choices. I'm
tough.
torn. I'm torn. I
This is so
think I
tough.
love that. I think Wolfie has the full like DLC'd blacked
Yeah,
out
yeah, yeah. I think you're
Santos.
right.
I
Yeah,
really like that one. I had the one with just the DLC bezel,
me
which
too.
was really great. I think at right now I would probably go for the Solar Beat tank.
Ooh,
I
so
think that
like,
would be my choice.
yeah, great pick. I mean, like, there's the drive, right? There's the Santos, of course, Santos 100. I there's something about, and it's a discontinued watch. Something about the Roadster that
Yeah.
I just love, and it's got no horological significance at all, but there's something about that look that I like, and yeah, that's I'm a Roadster guy.
Yeah. Yeah. They're I mean, what a great brand. I need to get
Yeah,
back into them at some
yeah,
point.
yeah. I can grab a couple Cartiers for sure.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. All right, let's bust through this. We're taking a lot of time here.
Yeah, it's good.
Breitling Top Time 1965. He actually owns this watch. It's a Bond watch. It's his favorite Breitling.
Mm, mhm.
Sean Connery wore it. Classic and just oozes cool.
Yeah.
Uh, he wears it quite often. He gets a lot of compliments, and he actually feels like it's very robust for a vintage watch and not fragile whatsoever. Yeah, if you had one choice for Breitling, what would it be?
Oh, no question about it. Navi timer, cosmonaut. I had
Yeah,
it.
you
I wish
had
I
it.
still
Yep.
had it. It's
Yep.
my favorite.
Lions watch. I already own the
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
favorite Breitling. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna
Awesome.
be. I wore it last week when they lost in the Hall of Fame game, and I'll wear it every preseason game, and then I'm gonna rock it most of the season. I'm gonna be boring on this show probably. Just be
Yeah.
wearing that every week. So
Yep. Awesome. Awesome.
Grant Seiko, he's been in love with several different models, but his current favorite is the Mini Snowflake Quartz 37 millimeter. An odd choice, I would say. It's titanium. This size fits him much better than the 41 millimeter versions. So yeah, this is his pick. He thinks everybody needs one good quartz, beautiful quartz watch
Fair
in their
enough.
collection.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, what would your pick be for GS?
I think Shunbun. I
Yeah,
like that cherry blossom, that pinkish kind of like
yep.
dial. What about you?
The Godzilla.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's a little big, but it also doesn't
That's
come on
awesome.
bracelet. I think that leather strap is awesome. So yeah, if I could find one in decent shape, I had the money, of course, I would get it. Yep, I think that's my choice. It's just a super cool watch.
Omi Watari for Thomas. Von Krul likes the Endurance Pro Super
Oh,
Quartz
I
watch.
owned one. Yep, I
Yeah,
had one. I had
good
the
watch.
red one. Yep, that was great. I beat that watch to hell and
Yeah.
didn't have one mark on it. So it's really everybody thinks, oh, just cheap plastic. No way. That watch can take a beating.
No, it's a nice
And
watch.
finally, I skipped Braymont. Sorry. GP Laureato chronograph is his GP choice. Versatile watch and a little off-center alternative to all the other integrated bracelet models. It's a conversation starter.
Mm,
People may question why you went
mhm.
with this over a lot of the other popular integrated bracelet watches. He likes the contrast and the of the dial and the sub dials. So yeah, that's a nice pick there. How
It's
about
not a
you?
bad pick. Not a bad pick. I mean,
Oh,
this
that's
is
a nice one.
so I love GP. I've got my baby grail which was the refill recently.
Yes.
I have the
Are
Seahawk.
you enjoying it?
Oh, love it. Love the watch. Next coming up is gonna be a um Laureato. I'm leaning towards the blue dial three-hander, but this particular variant here that we have here is such a close second. I just don't know if I want two GP chronographs in a collection.
Right.
I
Right.
just don't know yet, but I don't know who cares.
I love this
Uh,
colorway. I
yeah,
love this.
yeah, I
Yep.
love this colorway too.
Yep.
So this is definitely a close second. How about you? I think you've already owned the GP that you.
No, actually, if I could only own one now, yeah, I own the Casquette,
Yeah.
which really cool watch, but I'm all set with that. I would get the Orion 1966
Oh yeah,
Aventurine dial dress watch.
yeah. That's a
That's a
nice
watch I've
watch.
been thinking about for like 5 years. It looks like outer space. The GP logo kind of looks like a spaceship on that,
Yeah.
and it looks like it's flying through outer space. It's a super thin dress
Mm.
watch, which I really have no use for whatsoever. But if you like it, you like it. What can you do? So
There
that
there's
would be
a
my pick.
there is a rose gold 1966 with a kind of salmony kind of dial on eBay. That to me, now I like the your pick a lot. To me, this one is the cat's meow. It's the one that if it didn't exist, I'd go with the Aventurine dial, the 1966.
Yeah.
But this one is just so good. I think I'm at the age now, Clayton, and maybe you're on the cusp of it, or maybe it'll never happen to you. But I just like rose gold is just very, very appealing. So like anything with rose gold is gonna just move up the rankings a little
Yep.
bit with me, and I think that happens with age. I think it explains why a lot of old guys have gold watches.
That's right.
But yeah, no, solid picks, man.
I think I'm
Solid
still in
picks.
my white gold phase, but yeah, I'll get there. Yeah.
Nice. Well, nicely done, man. This is a
Yeah,
great
thank you.
video.
Yeah,
Good
thanks.
channel. I'll be subscribing and then seeing what he puts up with or puts on his channel. And I
Yeah.
mean, Laureato titanium for Thomas. James says where I to buy a GP, it'd be one of those rectangular chronographs. Oh, like the 1945, I think you're referring to. Those are pretty cool. There's some great 1945s that are not chronos. They just have a big date in a moon phase or a power reserve. They just look so great and exquisite. Laureato skeleton, Earth to Sky is very cool. Yeah, another great pick there. Okay,
Looks like we have
so
another Cascade owner too, Von Krul.
yeah,
Nice.
Von Krul
Yeah.
was he had his on order, and I think it took a while to get to him, but he finally got it.
I had the
Um,
ceramic, the original 2.0, the black ceramic one. Yeah.
nice. Um, okay, so jumping to the next video, and this is Federico Talks Watches. This is a topic that I certainly been interested in the
Oh,
last few
yes.
months, not knowing how things were going to play out. Um, and so this last week, or how long ago it was, yeah, probably about a week ago, the news came out that the United States will be hitting Switzerland with a 39% tariff. Switzerland not part of the overall EU negotiations. I think they're not a member of EU. Different country, different set of circumstances here. 39%. And Federico has come out with a video. This is the kind of guy that I wanted to hear from, actually, because he's not only a YouTube content creator, but mostly, he is foremost, he is a seller of
Right.
watches. He's a dealer. So Federico Talks Watches. Watch prices skyrocket. Big trouble ahead. Ominous title here. This is a PSA. He starts off with a public service announcement. He is going to talk about how the new tariffs will affect his business and how he thinks it will affect the watch market overall. He acknowledges that this is a hotbed political subject right now, but he does not want to get into the politics. He doesn't. He's not going to give any opinions or views on that, and he actually asked that nobody would comment like that, but I'm sure I haven't read the comments, but I'm
Yeah, I
sure
didn't either. I should have.
or
I'm sure there
people
was some of that.
like once you tell them not to do something, they usually will do
Right.
that, right?
Right.
Um, so moving on, his opinion will focus on how he thinks it will affect the watch market, and he is a business owner and a watch collector, and what he plans on doing about it. Now, the new tariff is 39% tariff on Switzerland. And this can change, and he thinks it's going to change, but he says this can change if a deal is being struck. But if it's not, then it's not. And so he's been dealing with a 10% tariff for a while now, and he's been able, although it hasn't been easy, he's been able to absorb most of that cost. But it's easier with larger margin watches. He can do it, and with the shorter margin, small margin watches, it's not so easy. But he's been able to do it mostly. But what do I have here? For the most part, watch has gotten a little bit more expensive, not massively expensive, but at 39% now, right? There is no two ways about it. He cannot absorb that hit. He would have to raise prices, or because almost 50% of the watches that he sells are imported from other sellers and dealers, right? So if the taxes remain at 39%, right, he's either he will import less watches, and he'll have less watches to sell, and it would be harder for him to replace his inventory, right? Um, but he doesn't think that's going to happen. He thinks that at the end of the day, it's going to go to 15%, just like the rest of Europe is. And still at 15%, he's not going to be able to absorb that cost. He is going to have to pass that along to the client. He'll probably still import some watches at that point. But again, the prices, they're just going to go up a little bit, right?
Mhm.
Worst case scenario, 39% and a lot less watches. Likely scenario, he's saying 15%, slightly less watches and slightly more expensive. Overall, this is very bad for him, right? No matter how you cut it, right? And he thinks it's going to be very bad for watch collectors. It's not like he can, you know, uh, buy American watches, right? Um, because there's no American watchmakers. And even noted even Hamilton is made in Switzerland. And I was talking to a couple of my watch buddies the other day, and my friend Finney he made the point, or he was belabored, not hammering the point that the reason why we have tariffs, right, usually is because we have a local industry that you want to get into even playing level playing field, but we don't have a local watch industry, right?
Right. Right.
So we don't really realistically think that this is gonna
Or many
stick.
industries, period.
Right, right. Now the I looked this up. The major export of Switzerland, it's pharmaceuticals. It's like
Right.
almost half their
Number
exports,
one.
right?
Right. Yep.
And watches is like 10%. So I think this has probably more to do with the pharmaceutical exports. Now I don't know how much of the pharmaceutical exports the U.S. imports,
Yeah.
right? But I know that a significant amount of the watch exports U.S. imports, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like we're I would have to safe to say. I mean, I know China's up there, but I think China's probably not importing as much as they used to um, in luxury items, luxury watches.
I think the
So I
US
think,
is still buying a lot in this downturn too of
yeah,
luxury watches. I think America is kind of supporting it right now.
yeah,
So it's
yeah,
not going to be
yeah.
good.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so I think like once that they hammer out, I mean, look, what's holding up this trade deal, if it's holding up, it's not watches, it's the pharmaceutical
Yeah.
stuff, right?
Yeah.
And so I think what's going to happen, and I tend to I agree with Federico here, and I don't think it's just like hopium. I think it's logical that they're going to come down to 15%.
Yeah.
It's coming down to 15%. It's going to be like the rest of Europe, and yes, we're going to have to pay a little more for new Swiss-made watches,
Yep.
which I think, I'd like to hear your opinion on this. The secondary market here in the States, I think we'll probably maybe see a little uptick in pricing, but I don't think it's going to get crazy. I think it'll probably level off, and I think maybe just in general, people are not going to be buying as many watches. So for me, as a consumer and as a watch collector, I rarely buy new anymore. It's always secondary.
Yeah.
And when I go on eBay, I just make sure that I check off location United States. What do you think, Clayton?
Yeah,
What do you
I
think?
mean, it makes sense that I know some people I've talked to don't think it's going to affect the secondary market so much, but I mean, Fed explained it. I mean, basically, and I think a lot of them will do it because they can. Hey, it's still cheaper than you can get new, so I'm going to raise the prices just a little bit. But I think in some cases, Fed's going to have to pay more for them if he gets them from outside the U.S. So he's gonna have to raise the prices, obviously. So, yep, they're going up too. I mean, I've heard from people that Omega is doing another price hike on September 1st, whether this tariff thing goes through or
Yeah.
not. They're going through with it. I mean, they've already raised on May 1st. No, we went watch shopping at Omega at Watches of Switzerland this weekend. I looked at the No Time to Die. I bought it 4 years ago for 9,200. It is currently like 10,600 right now. The No Time to Die on bracelet.
What do you think
Same wa
Omega's thinking?
same watch, but not the same price, that's for
Wh-
sure. So, what's it
What is
going to
um?
be after this one? 11 grand?
Yeah.
I mean, crazy.
What do you think Omega's thinking, Clayton? I mean, like, like I think these prices are going up and up. Um, and I think people are feeling. I mean, I know on paper, the economy, the stock market is doing well. We know that the stock market is not necessarily a reflection of the economy, and I just don't see like people buying at the same pace here, right?
Yep.
And I know there's a way of thinking that if you go up market with your price and maybe make less, you profit more. I don't know, but I don't know what Omega is thinking here.
Are they carrying the brunt of Swatch Group and just the
Oh, for sure.
shareholders are like, well, Omega will still sell at these prices, so they have to raise their prices so we can still. Yeah, I don't
But
know.
they're not allowing their ads or boutiques to discount much, if any, right?
Yeah.
And wouldn't I mean I would think keep it at a price point where you could optimally sell. And are you telling me that? I don't know, not you, but is Omega telling me that the more they raise the prices, the more and more they're selling the product? Like like is it working out for them? Like I don't know.
I
Doesn't make
mean,
sense.
I just talked about it on my podcast. My friend and I went to our local Omega AD a few weeks ago, and they had literally every model you'd want to see
Yeah,
in the store. Everything.
yeah.
It was full of desirable models, and I'm not sure if that's an outlier or if many Omega authorized dealers look like that right now. But even Watches of Switzerland had plenty of models for sure. They had all three versions of the White Dial Speedmaster on strap on bracelet. I
Hmm.
mean,
Oh, they
if you
have them now.
wanted,
Yeah,
oh yeah, yep,
yeah,
yep. If you want one, you could get one. And I didn't ask about discounts or anything. So yeah, it's a strange time, and I don't know if other brands are going to be as reactionary as Omega. I don't know what. I think Rolex did raise on May 1st, but I don't know if they're
yeah,
going to do it again or if they'll wait and see. Yeah,
yeah. Like Rolex. I mean, I don't like Rolex razor, but they're the like one brand that can get away with it because people,
yeah,
you know, people. I think most people will stop buying other watches if they really want that
yeah.
Rolex.
And
I don't know.
retail Rolex is still pretty good, really. The
Yeah,
prices are okay, really.
yeah. Tom's he felt sorry for Fed in this video. Um, but cool. He's been following Fed since I have too. I've been following
Yep.
Fed since I taken up the hobby. Scatterbrain here. Hey, Scatterbrain. Winning. Okay.
Gosh,
Uh,
yeah, we're winning. All right.
we're winning. Uh, okay. So let's see what James here. Unfortunate math of tariffs are that they are a flat percentage that acts as a multiplier on the value of the item. Spend more and get ding more on the top of custom duties and local use tax. Um, dibs, winner. Okay, Dib, we got the point, man. Secondary watches will be in more demand over here, so may push prices. I think that it might be an initial push, if any,
Initial. Yeah.
but I mean, I think it's gonna flatten out, and I think like there's always gonna be people selling their watches locally. You know what I mean? Well, here in the states, I feel like there's a dearth of watches on eBay. Like there's so many. Like they'll never
Hmm.
run out, right? And therefore maybe the demand may not be as high. I don't know. Tariffs work against the economy of scale. Sucks for big spenders and sellers bringing in a lot of product. Um, yeah, 47 announced savings up to 1,500% on prescription drugs. Though, for example, instead of paying 100 for your prescription, you'll receive $1,400. So that'll be great. Eh? Okay.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
some math there, isn't it?
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Easy solution by German watches. But there's still going to be like, Zin is raising their prices, man.
oh, are
Like
they?
Zin,
I didn't see that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Zin is like getting to a point where like, like I'm trying to do the math. It doesn't work out for me. I would also refer to Open Work podcast in addition to Watchdog podcast. Of
Oh,
course, they
thanks,
talk
Bobby.
about the macro trade deficit of the 35 billion between
Mm.
Switzerland and U.S. Um, you can buy pallets of baby oil for the price of a paddock. What a surprise, right? Um, let's see here. Omega is coming out with a no time to Maxwell S&P 300 limited edition. The courts have ruled that tariffs are illegal, which will likely be confirmed by the Federal Circuit of Courts of Appeals. This will take the time to play out. Okay. Well, I know the reasoning between like the president can't just willy nilly. I mean, like I
Yeah.
think an act of Congress is really what um is it pushes that. But yeah, I think yeah we'll see what happens.
Tomorrow, right? Have they come up with anything? I've not seen, but
I
7th
have
is
not seen. Was
tomorrow.
that was
Yeah.
that Thursday supposed to meet? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Subcourt, Superior Court, subcourt.
Food
Will
court.
overrule that in favor of 47. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, just found this channel. Hey, health chasers. Good to meet you. I am glad to know that
Hey,
there are other watch enthusiasts out there. No one in my life cares. Watch. Hey,
join
welcome
the
to the club.
club.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Hey, Dan.
think the Mrs. Watchdog will join the podcast this week. I think we're in. Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Okay. Okay. This is two different discussions: high prices going up across the board, and non-hype MSRP going up, and secondary not doing much. Dealers will now have to discount further on a new stagnant inventory. Yeah,
Mm,
point.
yeah.
Um, Captain Zed. But meanwhile, the greedy Swiss watch manufacturer, I think, 5 to 10% increases every. Maybe they knew this was coming. I don't know. I
Yeah.
believe the sweeping tariffs on imports from other nations that have been successfully challenged still playing on in court. 47 can legally do targeted tariffs. As Bobby says, the Open Word podcast. Okay, another Open Word podcast.
Oh, listen to
Um,
that.
should we fly to Dubai and buy watches now? Feels like the flight and a stay for zero tax. Yeah, but I mean, like, don't you have to declare that watch when you come back to the States? Technically, right? I don't know,
I'll just wear it on your wrist and have them send the box to your address.
yeah,
That's
but
what
I
a
mean,
lot
like,
of tourists do.
yeah, I guess so. I
Yeah.
guess so. Hey,
Don't
but
wear a
hey, look,
watch over.
I was part of this. I'm part of this other like WhatsApp group that is contains several YouTube content creators in the watch community. And not all of them are, but like, like there's a good like 30, 40 people. And one person bought a watch from England. It was like a $530 watch. I have no other details than that. He reported that he got like ding $200 in custom fees,
How much
tariffs.
was it?
530,
Okay.
$530, and he got
Wow.
dinged $200.
Okay. Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I
That's
got
crazy.
dinged for 300 on that Gruna I ordered a few months ago, but that was right in the kind of the at the beginning of all this tariff stuff. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So like, I mean, well, obviously, I, I think we both agree it's not going to land on 39%. It'll land
no.
somewhere around 15%. It's still going to be more expensive. They're still going to raise their prices. You
Yep.
know, and so it's like it feels like a double whammy. So I'm just going to wait till somebody stateside is sick of their watch,
Yeah.
or wants to raise capital to buy another watch and sell their
Yeah.
watch to me. That's
Yeah.
that's
I think in the groups we're in, people kind of give sweetheart prices for other people in the group. I think we'll be fine buying pre-owned at those prices from people we trust and know.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything on your radar? Speaking of
No,
pre-owned
I'm
watches?
good right now. We have that
Oh, that's right. Yeah, like a
that
paid
couple's
for.
watch. I'm glad we got that in before any crazy price
Yeah,
increases,
yeah,
because that was just 43.50 or whatever. But now I think I'm good the rest of this year. We're gonna
yeah.
paint the house here in the fall, which is a good
Oh yeah,
chunk,
oh yeah.
a
Wait,
good a good luxury watch. So,
what color are you going?
oh, it's like a, I don't know, it's like a greenish blue. We're just
Oh
gonna go
yeah.
with that same color. Yeah.
Do you have like shutters? Do you have the mesh shutters or no?
Yeah, yeah, we have to
Yeah,
do that. And so
yeah.
we just part of the work we had done last week is some of the shingles replaced, and now
Yep.
we're completely, some are just wooden, and we need to get those painted. So we're like, we'll just do the whole house.
Dusk.
Scheduling someone to get it in this year is the challenge. They're like
Yeah.
scheduled out to next summer, but I think we can get it done. But
What do you
anyway,
got?
that's not
What do you got?
cheap.
Cedar? Cedar around there?
Yes, cedar. Yep.
Yeah, we have cedar, not shingles. We have just planks
Okay. Yep.
in the house.
Yeah, we have both now on certain
Oh,
parts of the house. So yeah,
very nice, very nice.
yeah. So that's going to be a good luxury watch or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wilson is pleading with Wolfgang. All my watches will not come from Wolfgang. Um, well, man, hey, we did it. Hey, chat, please feel free to, message us where what you think is ingredients. Do you want to be known as the ingredients?
Uh,
We can refer to you as the
yeah.
ingredients.
Very active chat tonight. I love it.
Yeah, Clayton. So is Mrs. Podcast coming on this week? Is that
I think
the
so.
announcement?
I think so. We're going to talk about having a couples watch and probably bicker and
That's awesome.
yeah, it'll be
I
good.
love it.
So
I can't wait.
I still have to convince her. She's a little apprehensive, but
Just tell her. Just tell her that this would be Bobby Legs' most anticipated
I will tell her
podcast.
you requested it.
Listening.
Yeah.
I'm personally requested it.
You should come on with us.
If you need me to like referee it, you know what I mean. Yeah, I would love to.
Awesome.
Anyway, so everybody just check out the links below. You can catch Clayton's podcast. And hey, thanks, chat. Thanks, everyone. Have a good rest of your week. I'll probably see you sometime Sunday night for a weekend review stream. And yeah, have a great night. Take care, guys.
Okay. Take care.